Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you're a teenager right now, maybe staring down at your very first paycheck, or just holding on to your allowance, I want you to pull up a seat, pay close attention. Today, we're analyzing the ultimate wealth race, a concept known as the cost of delay. And we're not just looking at boring financial spreadsheets here. Oh no, we are stepping right into the arena today to call the championship matchup of the century. This, my friends, is a race for financial survival.
Okay, let's dive into this matchup. In this corner, we've got competitor number one, Early Ali. Ali is 20 years old, fresh out of the gate, and he's committing to saving exactly $100 a month. And squaring off against him, competitor number two, late Lara. Now, Lara is 30 years old, and she is also committing to saving that exact same amount, $100 a month. Both of our fierce competitors desperately want the exact same prize at the finish line, which is a life of absolute financial freedom.
So, looking at the tail of the tape, I want you to make a prediction. Who wins this race to financial freedom? I mean, it seems like a totally neck-and-neck matchup, right? They're both putting away the exact same amount of cash. But let me tell you, the outcome of this race isn't just surprising. The final result is absolutely devastating for Lara.
Section 1. The 10-year gap wall.
All right, let's go down to the track. The starting gun fires and Early Ali takes off right at age 20, at a nice easy jog. But wait, look over at Lara's starting block. Lara is literally fast asleep. She's letting the time clock just tick, tick, tick away for a whole decade before she even wakes up to start her race at age 30. And you know, that 10-year snooze isn't just a loss of time. It creates a physically grueling obstacle. Because she waited, she's built herself a towering structure right in the middle of her lane, the 10-year gap wall. Now she has to frantically climb this massive barricade, sweating, slipping, and stressed to the absolute maximum just to get back into the race.
This is the ultimate penalty of waiting. We've got Lara's reality here, a state of pure exhaustion and massive anxiety, desperately trying to scale that wall she built through delay. And on the flip side, Ali's reality. He's already way past this section of the track. Actually, he's currently kicking back, relaxing comfortably in a hammock. He gets to experience this profound, deep feeling of financial relief, all simply because he didn't wait to start.
Section 2. The Mountain of Coins.
Now, what's really interesting about this is how exactly Ali is able to just chill out in a hammock while Lara is fighting for her life. Well, it all comes down to momentum. He's utilizing what we call the money snowball effect, otherwise known as compound interest. Just picture as early $100 investments as a tiny little snowball at the very top of a long hill. Because he started at 20, he just gives that snowball a gentle push and lets the market do the rest. As it rolls down the hill over the years, it gathers more snow, compounding, getting heavier, faster, and larger. By the time it reaches the bottom, it is effortlessly amassed into a massive, towering mountain of coins. The momentum is doing literally all the heavy lifting for him.
But let's cut the camera back over to Lara. While Ali's magnificent mountain of coins is towering high into the sky, casting this giant shadow, Lara is still stuck at the very top of the hill. She has absolutely zero momentum. She is frantically down on her hands and knees in the freezing cold, desperately trying to pack her very first tiny snowball.
And as they both cross the finish line at retirement age, well, here comes the knockout punch of this championship race. Notice the final tally here. Ali finishes with over $300,000, while Lara struggles to even cross $150,000. He reaches the finish line with double the account balance. Just let that sink in for a second.
And this brilliantly illustrates the most mind-bending part of this entire explainer. Look at the final stats. Early Ali actually put in far less total effort. He contributed less of his own hard-earned money over his lifetime because he let the snowball do the work. Yet he completely dominated the race with double the wealth. Late Lara put in massive effort, panicked, stressed, and climbed the wall only to cross the finish line with half the wealth. The math is absolutely devastating.
Section 3. The energy of money.
All right, I'm taking off the sports announcer headset now. The race is over. Now I want to step into the role of a mentor for a little one-on-one reality check. If you're that teenager we talked about at the very beginning, holding their first paycheck, I really need you to understand that this race wasn't about who had the highest paying job or who was quote-unquote richer. Not at all. It was about mastering a core principle. Time, not a high income, is the ultimate fuel for building your wealth. Time is your absolute greatest financial weapon.
As the old saying goes, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. So, whether you're a teenager right now saving up your ED or your weekly allowance, Or maybe you're an adult who is just starting a side hustle. I need to reassure you, you must utilize the time you have starting right this exact second. Please, don't wait 10 years to plant your tree.
Section 4. Final advice for you. Let's move to and see how this builds into an actual actionable game plan. Because understanding the race is one thing, but running it yourself is another. This is what we call the Volt strategy, and it completely demystifies compound interest into 3 simple steps. Step 1, start now. Not tomorrow, not when you get a raise. Step 2, use small amounts. The secret here is that you really don't need a lot of money to start. $100, $50, even $10. Just pack that first tiny snowball. And step 3, apply a long time. Give the market the decades it needs to pull that snowball all the way down the hill.
So the crucial point is that it really is that simple. Small amounts plus a long time equals massive wealth. This is the ultimate mathematical formula for financial freedom. It requires no genius-level stock picking and absolutely no insane salaries, just a tiny snowball and a very, very long hill.
So here is my final piece of mentor advice to you. You have a choice to make. Don't be Lara. Do not choose the path of exhaustion, anxiety, and that towering 10-year wall. Be Ali. Choose the hammock. Choose profound relief and compounding reward.
Which leaves us with one final, absolutely crucial question. What age will you start building your mountain? If this story opened your eyes to the true power of time, hit that like button and share this explainer with someone who really needs to start packing their snowball today. Make sure to subscribe to TSV to keep your strategy sharp, and hey, answer that question down in the comments for us. What age did you start thinking about your future? Get to the starting line, and I'll see you in the next explainer.